Hello, everybody. It is time for more Xenoblade Cross. I am feeling much better this week. I am getting very used to my new job. So physically, I am feeling a lot more in shape. I've got the game audio turned down a little bit compared to last week because nobody told me that the game audio was too loud. To be fair, most of the people who watch this stream are in the voice chat with me usually, so they would have had the stream muted to not have the echo issue. But I was not able to fix the VOD audio for the first VOD, but I was able to fix it for the everything from VOD 2 onwards, so audio balance should be fine, decent, even good, possibly. For everything after the first VOD, thankfully. Okay, so let's see. We are pre-Chapter 4. Discord has gone in disabled streamer mode again for some reason. What is wrong with Discord? It keeps turning off streamer mode, even though I've very much told it to turn it on when OBS is open. Okay, so we are pre-Chapter 4. And I want to take care of a few more missions before we actually start Chapter 4. So, let's see. Oblivia's got one mission. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's level 18. Blade Barracks has... That's not happening for a long time. Can't do that yet. We can do Meeting Yelv, which is level 18. And the residential district... Okay, so Meeting Yelv is next then. Alright, hello there, Yelv. I think I need to do your affinity mission to get to you first. There we go.
Hey, you. I've been looking for you. Come here a minute. I got something you're about to do for me.
Yeah, I need to go wash my hair. I'm not gonna just listen to you talk at me like this.
Well, sure. Hey, are you trying to clown me? Now shut up and do as you're told, and this'll go easy. Here, I picked out a mission or 3 for you. No thanks needed. Run along and handle them. Should be a cakewalk. Real easy street.
This man is very abrasive. Irina really likes telling him off.
You're a tough potato, aren't you? I like tough potatoes. So don't make me mash you, potato.
Okay, that's a good line.
I'll throw the details to your comm device. Get it done, get back to me. Bish.
Alright. He gives us 3 tutorial missions. A is done already. Need to do that one, and need to do that one.
Easy enough, yeah? Oh, and don't take too long, or you and me will have problems. Time to prove you ain't all show. And you better impress.
Sir, why are you so abrasive? Alright, looks like we're going to be fighting those metal bladas first, and those are going to be in the cave behind Biano Falls. And then the other mission that is technically available right now, I am nowhere near high enough level for, so I'm not going to worry about it. Sorry, Hope, we're not unlocking you yet. actually... Okay, yeah, required level 21. I had a thought, what if actually it's a low required level but a high recommended? But no, it's high on both.
Use melee attacks. Don't fall behind. What's that flash? Smash. Lightning slinger. We did great. Let's keep it up.
God, I have so many tension arts right now. I need to get more. I need to get more art so I can get rid of some of these tension arts. Since that many, they're gonna be fighting for attention. Good to have some flexibility, but maybe not that much. Not with tension arts.
Attack at range and let's clean up.
Hold still. Backslash. Frozen. No holds barred. Upper hand.
Starfall blade.
Lightning slinger. Lightning slinger.
Storm gun. Attack at range.
Easy.
Let's clean up.
Okay, 2 more to go.
Use melee attacks. Don't
I
fall
was gonna
behind.
lay into a
Nailed
melee.
it. Now
Attack at range and let's clean up.
Furious blast. Slinger.
Very nice. Okay, last one. Down the hill. Fair enough. Oh, I don't even need to go to the bottom. You're just right here for me.
You can do this the hard way.
Now bristle up.
Starfall blast.
Screamer. Think this now. Knock 'em right out of your feet.
There we go. Mission C done. All that's left is the Siniculus, I think it was?
Fire carnival.
Fun.
Starfall blade.
Lightning slinger. Fire. Keep 'em down. Fire. Lightning slinger.
Look away for a moment and I missed the dang soul voice. Oh well. Well, I think they're young Siniculas, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, they're not that big, so they're not going to be that tough.
Upper hand. Use melee attacks. Don't fall behind.
I was gonna lay into a many.
Hey.
Way up, explain.
Carnival slinger. Furious blast. Backslash.
Starfall rondo.
Lightning slinger. Frozen and smash. No holds barred.
Starfall blade.
Slinger. Lightning slinger. Upper hand. Here's how they go. Backslash. Concentrate your fire. Lightning slinger. Frozen and smash. No holds barred.
Okay, so once I've got 2,000 TP, oh, I have 2,000 TP.
Furious blast.
We're gonna do
Okay, we can help.
you, and Stream Edge. Good combo.
Now melee.
I was gonna lay into a many.
Lightning slinger.
Way up, explain.
Hold still. Lightning.
There we go.
Nice work, y'all.
One left, I think. Not tough enemies in the slightest, but I did get something unlocked there. Why do I not have Shadow Strike set? That is a problem. Easily rectified, but a problem nonetheless. And did I learn a new skill? I think I did. Yeah, Combo Gunner. I'll upgrade it, but I don't think I'm going to use it. Actually... yeah, I'll leave it for now. Let's go for the level 16 since it'll be a bit easier.
Those who weaken your opponent first. Starfall Rondo!
Flame cloak! Thanks a bunch. Backslash! Fire for a hand! Lightning slinger!
Starfall
Frozen
Blade!
and smash him! No holds barred! Furious blast!
Maybe upper hand, early bird, sliding slinger into stream edge? That might be a good combo too.
Starfall Blade!
Depends on how long some of those buffs last.
Attack at range and let's clean up!
Hold still! Frozen and smash him! No holds barred! Early bird! Lightning slinger! Down! Stream Backslash!
I was just barely shy of having a double charged stream edge. Oops.
Starfall!
Not that it matters. Just would have been nice. Alright, Yelv, I finished your missions. I got 4 shells off of one enemy. Alright, Yelv, I finished.
How them jobs I gave you coming along, superstar? Alright, alright. Looks like they're done. You have a hard time or what?
They were easy.
Yeah? I picked nasty ones on purpose so I could test your mettle. But hey, guess you're a real big shot. Well, you pass. Congrats. As of today, you're partners with the legendary Yelv. You've been deemed worthy of tackling reclaimer missions by my side. Just had to sniff out your skills first. Yeah, it's quite the honor. Went through a whole pile of candidates before you. Right, enough yapping. Let's say we christen this new partnership with an assignment. Next stop, mission control. Let's hope they got something fun.
This man is quite full of himself. I'll toss Lynn for Yelv, so Yelv can start getting some affinity. I probably should work on HB as well, I guess. Alright, let's go see what mission Yelv wants us to take.
Hey. Alright, let's see what we got here. Useless, crap, lame, vicious indigent slays 3 dozen blades. Sounds fun. What else? Gather 10 straw lennies. That's kids' work. Or recover fallen fragments of the whale. Classic reclaimer gig there. Well, Pard, you getting any chuckles here?
I get the impression that you want to do the reclaimer job, Yelv.
I like the cut of your jib, Pard. That's the one I was gonna pick. Looks like nobody's been there yet. Just showed up on Frontier Nav and everything. Sounds like a perfect job for the new reclaimer hotshots, huh? Let's get a move on, Pard. I want to see those feet of yours fly.
Alright then, off we go. 6 kilometers. Okay, we want to go north. Not back through the Twin Arches. And I think I want to make sure I want to get this Frontier Nav spot while we're in the area as well. Alright, stay the heck away from that Simius. Not dealing with you. Okay, let's go get that Frontier Nav spot, and then we'll make our way over to the White Whale piece. Hey, got the landmark. Nice. Where is that Frontier Nav spot? I want to say it's... I thought it'd be over by, like, this part where it juts out, but it looks like, no, it's further east. There it is. Wish that had a better draw distance on the Frontier Nav spot. The enemies have better draw distance. But Frontier Nav spots are rather important. Those should have the highest draw distance, I would think. Alright. Oblivia's at 11%. Let's get back to North Coast and go check out the White Whale piece.
Hell, this place is crawling with nasty critters. You ready to go? 'Cause school is about to be in session. Time to teach these indigents who owns this little piece of Mira. The hell kind of plan is that? We see him when we're beating on him. He'd never have given me some horse plop idea like that. Now let's get in there and say hello to the locals.
Horse plop. Also, who's he, Yelv? Who's he? I know who he is, but you sure aren't specifying.
Hold still. Frozen.
Close quarters?
No holds barred.
For me. Wow, this is reeling here.
Alright, I should probably be better about actually letting my arts hit double charge.
Nailed it. Now nail it.
Superior decoy round.
Oh yeah, they're saving this one.
Tougher than they look.
Which unfortunately does mean playing a lot slower than I'm used to.
I'm on a roll. Open fire.
Waiting for a chance.
But I do believe it is worth it
Now.
for how much those buffs are from letting them double charge.
Gonna destroy.
And I used it just before it was ready. Dang it.
Superior Decoy round. Is he really here?
We're all dead. Cover me while I go in. I feel better already.
Oh, yeah! Finish him off that freeze!
Flooding slinger! Frozen smooth recovery.
Close quarter,
No
Mountain
holds
Orange.
barred.
Though I do think you can...
Early bird!
Burst grenade!
I do think you can spend your quick charge to force a double charge on arts. At least that's what it seems like was happening in some previous experimenting I was doing.
I am gonna destroy.
I could be wrong, but nice if true. God, there's a lot of these in Zydia.
I am gonna destroy. Hey!
I'll make a hit!
Hold still! Frozen and smash. No holds barred.
Close quarter.
Wait, there's still two of them? I thought we were down to the last one. Oh my goodness, they just keep coming.
Losing my balance.
I'm on a roll.
Okay, there we go. Just had to kill 3 of them, and I guess they kept respawning. Alright, got the loot.
Looks like the debris got some Earth-based animal samples in it. Not really what I'm after, though. Well, freaking great. Let's get back to New LA and report to Eleonora.
Alright, back we go to finish off the mission. It's a nice and easy one. Just Yelv's a little bit abrasive. He has an interesting story. I do like him as a character, but he is abrasive. Not nearly as bad as HB, though, thank God.
Hey,
Welcome back, Yelv. How did this round of salvaging go? Find anything nice out there?
Bupkis is what we found. Give it over to the lady, Pard.
Earth animal genome data? The lab guys are going to have a field day.
But I'm sorry, you still haven't found what you're looking for.
Spare me. I ain't looking for nothing.
Oh, sorry. Did I say something wrong? I didn't mean to. Talking with you is like walking a minefield, you know?
That's why all the other reclaimers keep their distance.
Which is a shame, since you're a total softie underneath.
Look, we did our job, so you do yours and make with the reward already.
Okay. Here you go, Grumpy.
There we go. Got us our reward. More importantly, this one lock Yelv.
I swear, that chick is always getting up in my personal biz. Yeah, well, now that we got pocket change, let's go knock back a cold one. We're gonna be working together a long time, you and me. Best to get to know each other.
I'm going to pry.
You and your big mouth, Eleonora. Look, I don't want to talk about it, okay? Now come on, let's forget all that and go drown our sorrows. Cheers to the pair that's gonna change the course of Reclaimer history. You and me, Pard. You and me. We'll find every last scrap of the white whale or die trying.
Alright, Yelv has joined the party. Alright, let's immediately boot him out. For a reason. Because I want to go and clear out his character hangout segment. I think it is very funny that Yelv, HB, Bose, and Alexa are all DLC characters in the original Japanese release. But despite being DLC characters, they still have character hangout spots that actually clear segments. So they were in the game from the start, with the intent that you would eventually recruit them. And you could talk to them without recruiting them to clear their segments. But to actually unlock them, you had to get the DLC in Japan. It's funky. It is very funky. Alright, I'm sorry to do this so early into the stream, but something did just come up that I gotta go deal with. So I'm gonna go to BRB real quick, and then when I get back, we will go start chapter 4, I believe. Alright, sorry about that. I am back now. Had to deal with, let's say a health issue. Nothing like urgent or like an emergency or anything. Just something that's probably better to deal with sooner rather than later. Don't need to worry about it. Just a minor thing. It wouldn't have been a catastrophe if I waited, but the sooner it got dealt with, the better. Okay, so at this point, it is time for Chapter 4.
What should I whip up today?
And thus begins the worst running joke. Let's do chicken satay.
That is a great idea.
Lindley, sometimes Tatsu wonder if Tatsu is too cute, too adorable.
Oh yeah?
As leader of Blade Team, Tatsu Tatsu need cool and tough image.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Is Lindley even listening to Tatsu?
What? Sure I am. Hey, what if you got a tan? A little color could do wonders for your image. In fact, I've got the perfect lotion for you. I'll even help you apply it.
Well, okay, if Lindley insists. Wow, thank you, Lindley. Tanning oil smells so sweet and is a bit sticky.
Tanning oil? That's just plain old honey. It's the crucial step for a perfect chicken sauté, the honey marinade.
Lindley, Tatsu not chicken, Tatsu is Tatsu.
Oh, right. How could I forget?
Lindley is not funny, Tatsu is not laughing.
Okay, folks. Hope you're hungry.
Okay, but that meal actually does look really good, but it is very, very light on veggies. Come on, Lynn. More veggies and any carbs.
Man, delicious. Lucky thing I happen to be in the neighborhood.
You say that every time, Commander, but you always arrive as we're setting the table.
Oh, you don't say. All right, listen up. We found something in Noctilum thanks to Frontier Nav. That's northwest of here, Rook. Looks like a piece of the Lifehold.
That's great news.
Damn right. Look at this.
Oh, friends mean Nightglow Woods.
Is that what the Nopon call it? We didn't have names for anything here, so we've been using Noctilum for that whole region.
Well, that's a silly name.
And Nightglow Woods isn't?
Moving on.
Right, sorry.
According to the Pathfinder's report, there's a large number of indigents in the area, but thankfully no sign of any intelligent life forms.
No, that's wrong. Nopon visit Nightglow Woods all the time.
Yeah, well, like I said, no intelligent life forms have been reported, but it never hurts to be cautious.
Friends patronize Tatsu. Nopon proud and brave people with rich history, you know.
Pipe down, small fry, or I'll make that nickname come true.
We'll have you check in with Lau's team first. They're already on assignment installing probes in the area. We don't have a fix on the Lifehold signal, just a general direction. See if they've got more info.
Got it.
All right then, off we go. Time to go meet Lau. AKA the best written character in this game. As contrasted with Tatsu, whose writing consists entirely of, wouldn't it be funny if we bullied Tatsu relentlessly for no good reason? I love this game, but it does have issues. I will absolutely and gladly admit it. Please leave Tatsu alone. He is innocent of all crimes. Though he could stand to, like, rein in his ego a little bit, he's also 13. He's allowed to be a bit of an idiot. Though I wonder how much of Tatsu's, like, the more irritating parts of his personality are down to, like, I have to make myself seem important or these strangers will kill me. Because he hasn't exactly had the best time of it lately. I wonder if he's just playing it up purely out of self-defense. Which would be nice if the game actually, you know, delved into that a little bit more. I know he gets to character developments in his affinity missions, but not part of the main story.
Who it is?
Lau, it's been a while.
It has. Are you going to introduce me to your friends? Where's Danny and Boris?
These are my new team members. As for Danny and Boris, we had a bad run-in with a powerful indigen. They didn't make it.
I see. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I hadn't heard.
It's okay.
And what's up with this onion thing? You using it for rations or something?
Tatsu not onion or ration. Tatsu is Nopon, brave and distinguished people with long history on Mira.
It talks. Where'd you find this thing?
Rescued him. He was about to become lunch for some prone, these hostile Xenos we ran into. He's agreed to serve as our guide here.
Wow. Okay. And you? What's your story? Are you really as young as you look?
Sure am. 13 years old inside and out. I'm Lin-Lee Ku.
Well, hello, Lin-Lee Ku. You must be something to be able to make Elma's team at 13. All right. What about you?
Let's introduce ourselves.
I'm Lao Huang. I head up Pathfinder Team Belisarda. Good to meet you. You've got an interesting crew here, but they seem capable enough.
I chose them personally.
I figured. So, I heard Nelson's whole team got wiped out by some nasty new Xenos. Is that true?
Yeah, those prone I mentioned. We're not sure if they're the ones that destroyed Earth, but their tech certainly seemed advanced enough.
Really? We better watch our backs.
By the way, we picked up a Lifehold signal in the direction of Noctilum. Have you or your crew come across anything?
Where? Around here?
I take it the answer is no.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of it. We bumped into another team and they didn't mention it either.
I see. All right. We were hoping your team might have a lead or some more info, but no such luck, huh? Well, thanks anyway. We should go.
Hey, hold up. Mind if I tag along?
But your assignment?
We're more or less done here. We just need to report back.
Well, until you do, you're not done here.
Oh, give me a break, Elma. The rest of my crew can handle the paperwork. We're talking about a piece of the Lifehold here. I've never even seen one. That's way more important. And besides, you might need the help. Finding it or handling the indigens that get in your way. Now come on.
All right. Controller cable got caught on stuff. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna do an experiment real quick. Because I have my headphones on. I'm going to try and output the game's audio through my headphones and see if it shows up in the capture for the desktop audio. Okay, you can definitely hear me scrolling the audio volume slider, so that's unfortunate. And we've got a bot. Hello there. Oh, they're making these names a lot harder to type. There we go. Okay, game audio does seem to be coming through my headphones. It doesn't look like it's showing up in the desktop audio either, so that's nice. Alright. Let's get Lao into the party. For reasons that veterans of this game will be aware of, I'm going to be keeping Lao in the party until he hits max affinity. Don't worry about it. Oh, game audio absolutely is showing up on the desktop feed. It's not very loud, but it is showing up. Okay, let me try a few things. So right now, you should not be able to hear the game audio if I am correct about how OBS works. Except maybe very quietly through the desktop feed. Turning up the desktop feed. Okay. Is it audible now? Yeah, I'm just trying to make this work a little bit better since I have my headphones on for when voice call starts. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm just trying to make things a little bit nicer for me so I can actually hear the game better. And having it going through my headphones makes things better for me. Okay, I think that's good. I'll adjust it later if I need to. Though this might... This could be interesting to work with when I'm getting the VOD ready. Awesome. If I need to adjust the audio balance, please let me know ASAP. And back into Noctilum we go. Though I've already explored a little bit with HB, so I guess I could skip ahead to Rust Lake. Oh, I love the wildlife sounds in Noctilum.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
Don't fall behind.
Close quarters. For me. Balance breaker. Oh, yeah. Finish him off at range.
Upper hand. Shadow strike.
Okay, I did spend a little bit of my quick cast gauge there, so I think you can spend quick cast to force a double charge. Nice if true. Ow! And down I go. Please kill the Simius, please!
Keep shooting. Atomic kick. First down. Iron prison. Up against the wall.
And we're good. Thank you for killing it. Ouchies. I got my ass kicked. Did I upgrade my armor by chance before we go any further? Good, I did. Saltats, my favorite enemy type in the entire series. There should be more Saltats. In all of the games. All of them. They should not be exclusive to Mira.
The Lifehold.
Yeah, that checks out.
Friends will climb Big Rocky Mountain? But how? Tatsu has tiny feet, stubby, flimsy limbs.
No spine either. But the turnip does have a point. I don't think there's any way we could scale those cliffs.
Agreed. We'll need to take a detour. Let's try going around that way.
So I was trying to look something up earlier, but I couldn't find anything. I feel like Team Belisarda, Lau's team, I feel like that name might be a reference to something. I just can't find what the reference is. If anyone happens to know, I would love to hear about it. I sure do wonder what that thing down there could be. Surely nothing dangerous. It amazes me how many people accidentally get got by that. Granted, I know what that enemy type is, so I recognize it as an enemy. But it's so funny how often you hear about people going for a swim and waking it up, not realizing it's actually alive. And then they get their asses handed to them. Always a delight.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
Alright, I'll fight the Tixinsula. Whoa, did it just lag for a moment? I think it just stuttered.
Sorry I'm late.
Hello, welcome to the stream. You haven't missed too much.
Give me more skulls to crack.
We unlocked Yelv, and then we started Chapter 4, and that's where we're at.
Alright.
Oh, it's always satisfying to see Stream Edge do a ton of damage in a ranged combo.
Let's go.
Why did it have tequila? That's worrying. Was it drunk?
I don't think they'll let us walk away. My forte, if you insist. My forte, if you insist. Shoot down while they're repaired. Superior decoy round. Furious blast. Iron prison. Oh yeah, been saving this war. Arcing horn.
You'll never get tapped for the old tank's job unless you start winning people over. I believe in meritocracy. You'll back me up once you see what I'm made of.
Yelv and HB have combat dialogue together. Fun.
What is it like? Yo, bro, let's get wasted, and then HB's like, no.
You're thinking of Fry.
Isn't Yelv also kind of a party dude?
He's broy, but I want to say he's a party dude.
Wait, no, he's the, Yelv is more like the ladies' man. That was it.
He thinks he is.
The wannabe ladies' man.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was, like, actually canonically gay, though.
So what you're saying is that he's performatively heterosexual?
Honestly, that checks out for Yelv. That checks out entirely for Yelv's character. He's interesting. He's abrasive, but his character arc is fascinating.
Yeah, I've gotten his second affinity mission, so you're saying this is making me kind of do a because I know certain things about him.
Yeah, you'll learn.
Yeah, obviously not everything because I haven't gotten his third affinity mission yet, but right now I'm between chapters 7 and 8.
Nice. Chapter 8 taught me a word that I never knew before. And I still didn't know the word after Chapter 8. I thought it was a typo.
Yeah, I'm just going through all the affinity and basic missions and then doing the like, affinity and normal missions, and then doing the basic missions.
Yeah, that's a good way to handle it. The word that it taught me is sortie, which is apparently a military term, which would be why I didn't know it. Yeah.
SORTIE?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, hang on. I'm gonna tweak some audio settings real quick on my end. It should, once I'm done, sound the same on y'all's end, but... right around there. And then turn the game up by 3 decibels on OBS, and that should put it... oh, that's not right. There we go. Now it's not blasting everyone's eardrums. I meant to put it at -7, and I put it at +7. That's not good.
Those are two very different numbers.
Yeah, that is a four times louder than I intended. But yeah, I'm was just adjusting things so that the game audio sounds right in my ears without being overwhelming.
You get skill flight after chapter 9, right?
Correct, which is about the 2/3 mark of the game.
Okay. So I'm getting close, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah. The upgrade to skills in after chapter 6 is a huge change to how you explore the game. And then upgrading to flight is another change on the same scale.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to get the FN sight. I forgot to get the effing sight.
I do appreciate that it feels like a lot of the FN sites have been placed specifically to act as checkpoints.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the one, like, I think especially the one during chapter 6, I want to say.
Yes, there's a very well placed FN site in that chapter.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was chapter 5 or chapter 6, but I think it was 6.
There's another one that you can go a little bit out of the way in chapter 5 to get, but there's better landmarks that don't require you to go so out of the way. Your gender is boredom. Your pronouns are ho-hum. You live in humdrum peaks. That's great. I love that.
I will say I do find the car mode of the skills kind of hard to control.
The different skill types actually do control differently in car mode.
Okay.
It's based on the yeah.
What is it? The Lila.
Yeah, it's based on the size of the skill, I believe.
Okay, I have a medium-sized skill. So I have like the tricycle one.
Hmm.
Actually, no, it's more of a motorcycle. It's just really wide.
It has been very interesting to see so many people experience this game for the first time. I remember when I first played the game, I did a blind Let's Play of it, so like you can see my reactions in recorded form. But I remember I was very overwhelmed and I didn't like it at first. It took a long time for me to really feel like I enjoyed this game. I ended up just... what made me like it was realizing it is not at all what I expected it to be. It's a stealth game, it's an exploration game, and it's about the side quests, the world, and the characters. It's not about the story. Running away is a valid tactic. You're not supposed to fight everything. just completely changing my perspective on the game is what made me like really enjoy the game. I'm seeing a lot of people struggling with that, which is valid. You expect this to be an RPG, and it's kind of almost not anything like other RPGs. Maybe it'd be comparable to like Fallout or those types of RPGs.
It's definitely like I've made this comparison several times. It basically takes the pseudo MMO style from Xenoblade 1 and goes even harder in that direction.
Absolutely agreed. There's a lot of Final Fantasy XIV players who are playing it for the first time, and they are having quite the experience with going back and forth between the two. Ah, time to meet him.
Friends, hold up. Something coming ahead.
Time for you to take the L.
I'm going to act selfishly because it is, I think, actually the best option in this scene.
Don't worry.
Protect me, small child.
And she's just all for it. She gets mad if you try to protect her.
Another Xeno.
Whatever it is, at least it's not a pro.
Perish the thought, good sirs. Perish and kill the thought. We would never associate with those savages.
Who are you?
Ah, yes, 1,000 pardons. We are called El Sirup, or just El, if it please you. Like the proud no-pawn among you, we have inhabited this planet since times of antiquity.
A friend knows about no-pawn people?
Yes, yes, of course. No-pawn purchase my wares quite often, you know. They're excellent, how should I say, suckers?
I think you mean customers.
So, Mr. L, you've lived here a long time?
Just L, and yes, such a nice, quiet world. The wildlife and insects are also docile, such gentle dispositions.
I do want to point out his full name, El Saruf, is an anagram for Lucifer, though I'm pretty sure everyone who is currently watching I have already told this to. We still don't know why. We don't know why. They never explain why his name's an anagram of Lucifer.
Are you kidding me? They attack us all the time.
Well, the creatures here are hungry, yes, granted.
Gentle disposition, my butt.
It's just...
What?
Well, who can blame them with all the commotion here as of late? Not that we're pointing our fingers at you, mind. No, it's those prone sons of bastards.
Yeah, we're not their biggest fans either.
We loathe them. They have ruined our once peaceful life here. Ruined! They are all, how should we say,
S-caves.
Close enough. By the way, El, you seem to speak our language quite fluently.
Well, yeah, most of the time.
We owe it all to that wreckage back there. What a treasure trove. Especially the data terminal we found inside. It is the ultimate portable snack for satisfying our insatiable curiosity.
Wreckage back there? You think that's our piece of the Lifehold?
Certainly sounds like it. El, can we take a look at this terminal you found?
Of course, of course.
Thanks. Lynn, see what you can make of it.
On it. Okay, yep. This is library data.
Let me see. Huh, so it is. The unit El stumbled upon must be part of the Lifehold's archives.
So, not the core then.
The entire ship was torn to bits when we came down. The odds of any single piece of Lifehold being the core aren't very high.
Yeah, I guess not.
Now, Lynn, don't be glum. The Lifehold archives are the sum total of all human knowledge. This is still a really big find. We should try and secure it ASAP.
Yeah, you're right.
Now might not be a good time.
Why not?
Why else? The Ass Caves. We just came from there, and prone are all over the wreckage.
What?
Uh-oh. This is bad.
Very bad. Let's go.
Apologies we didn't mention it before. We assumed you'd abandoned it. Allow us to show you the way. After all, as you say, too many heads are better than none, right?
Close enough.
I love him so much. And also very impressive that he taught himself English with a poor grasp of idioms and metaphors and such, just by reading the Library of Congress archives. Hooray! One node unlocked from that Frontier Nav site. Alright, looks like Twitch wants to run an ad, so I'm going to start that now, so it finishes hopefully by the time we get to the next scene. And in the meantime, hello Tyrant, hello Lambert!
Use melee attack.
Balance breaker! Keep shooting! First down! Damn weather. Somebody fix this!
Wilco. Do your work,
Superior decoy round.
I love that. Lau gets mad about the weather changing. He asks for somebody to fix the weather, and you get rewarded for using a buffing art. How does this make any sense?
No holds barred.
Close quarters? Works for me. Superior decoy round. Burst grenade! Arcing core! Destroy! Attack range!
Strike. Backslash.
Wild smack!
Upper hand. Frozen. Smash. No holds barred.
Balance breaker! Superior decoy round! Arcing solid! Menace cover fire! First down! Superior dive!
Lightning slinger. Frozen. Smash. No holds barred.
There we go, Lambert down. Got me a hollow figure out of it. Okay, we still got 1 minute on the ad.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
Use melee attack.
Close
Don't
quarters?
fall behind.
For me. Arcing core! Superior decoy round!
Upper hand.
Balance breaker!
Still.
You're in attack!
Frozen. Smash.
What?
No holds barred.
Close quarters?
I swear, I get the save the Skell thing perfect, but it still asks me to pay the fee.
That's odd. Okay, I got third eye. Ooh! Don't mind if I do. If you're completely out of insurance, you still have to pay the salvage fee? Oh, that sucks.
Ah, that would do it.
Okay, in that case, what are the consequences for not hitting the QTE if you're out of insurance? What's the difference between hitting and not hitting?
You get, if you hit, you get, you retain all your HP. If you don't hit it, you're ejected with with only 1 HP.
Okay. Still, that's frustrating. At least there is an advantage to still hitting the QTE.
Oh no!
We were afraid of this.
Why? Do these monsters just destroy everything they see?
No. This is organized, calculated. We aren't the only ones hunting down the Lifehold.
What was it? All Earth aliens must die, right?
We have to try and salvage what we can. Let's go.
All right. Let's kick some prone ass.
They're not really planning to fight.
I'll strike first. Attack at range.
Superior, decoy round.
Frozen!
First death on him. Lay down cover. Iron present.
Hold still!
Furious blast. Shoot now, breaker.
Hold still!
On the bright side, there's a 1 in 3 chance that they destroyed all evidence that Notch ever existed. Bad joke.
Then we'll have lost the legacy of Chicken Jockey.
I saw that awful clip going around of all the teenagers at the theater just trashing the theater at the Chicken Jockey thing. Very infuriating. Normally, I'm in favor of let kids have their fun, but like, not when it's at the expense of minimum wage workers. That's just disgusting.
Frozen and smash it! No holds barred!
Close quarters. Works for me.
Stop looking at me so I can backslash you. There we go. Thankfully, the prone aren't too bad. It's the next fight I'm more worried about.
Excellent framing.
Yeah. Yeah, they sure did.
She's not a pro. They're working together.
Why would you do this? Why do you hate us?
Human extinction is duty. Our duty is Ganglion.
Ganglion. So that's what you call yourselves?
Indeed. Humanity is a blight, a great cancer festering on the cosmos. Our job is to eradicate it.
Humanity is here in peace. What gives you the right to destroy the Lifehold?
Is that what you call it? So clever. Your language, your technology. And yet, so dangerous. You must be purged. This is our calling as Ganglion. The cause of the righteous.
Then you'll forgive us for defending ourselves against your righteous cause.
Well, this should at least be more entertaining than stamping out the lives of your sleeping brethren.
It is amazing how much they know already about us. Very concerning. Ah, crap. Did she put up her spike already? Not good. Okay, one down. One of the big problems with this fight is Goetia uses primarily electric attacks when there's no way you can have electric resistance at this point. And on top of that, she has an electric proximity spike, which just really sucks to deal with. Thankfully there's a pop...
I remember her giving me some trouble.
Yeah, thankfully there's a pop-up on screen when she uses her proximity spike, so you know it's happened. And at that point, you basically just need to back away and use your ranged darts and ranged weapons until she's dead. Or until the spike wears off after like 90 seconds. Okay, there's her spike, so we're gonna back off. Okay, I think we're safe to move in for a little bit. You know what? Let me say ranged attacks. Hopefully that'll encourage them to stay away. And now we gotta back up. Okay, now back up. Okay, we've got to be almost there. Okay, she's facing that way. Very fun that I can use my backslash and shadow strike from so far away. Okay, got her.
Wretched little primates. You don't know when to quit, do you? This isn't over. You cannot escape us on this planet or any other. Sooner or later, your kind will be cleansed.
Mr. Scalenia, now, quickly!
A well-fought victory indeed. Such a shame it cannot bring back that which was lost to you. But this is spilled milk over the dam now.
I just don't get it. What do they have against humans?
I'm not sure how they wound up on Mira, but you saw the mech. That is definitely them.
Who?
The aliens that destroyed Earth. The Ganglion were among them.
What?
It wasn't just them, of course. They were definitely one of the forces involved in that battle. I'm absolutely positive now. That Skell-like mech we just saw? Check it against the NLA records and I'm pretty sure it'll come back with a perfect match. Anyway, we really appreciate all your help here, El. But we need to be heading back now.
Not at all. We only wish we could have done more.
I wish we could compensate you somehow, but honestly, there's nothing left for us to give.
Compensate, you say? How about allowing us to accompany you back to your city?
You want to come back to New LA? Why exactly?
Well, treasure trove was destroyed. Without the archives, we're afraid our thirst for knowledge cannot be quenched. But an entire Earth city to explore? Such an experience would provide compensation beyond compare. The thought makes us tingle.
Okay.
What do you think, Rook?
I think we should bring him along. I think he's my new best friend.
Yeah, you're not like the Ganglion after all. We want to live in harmony with all the other species here.
Then it's settled. Excellent. Let's be off. The early worm is for the birds.
Right, let's start heading back. We should report to the commander at once.
The early worm is for the birds. I love the way he says everything. His enunciations are fantastic. Also, interesting, NLA is only 6 kilometers away. I don't know, I just really like seeing distances in video games. I don't know why it interests me so much.
Either you picked up another Xeno, or someone's been holding their breath too long.
This is El. We met in Noctilin.
We are El Siruf, if it please you. This planet has been our home since days of yore.
Oh, a long-time resident?
That's why we brought him back. His knowledge could prove invaluable. I'd like to request permission for him to stay in New LA.
We can't allow just anyone to waltz into our city on a whim. How much do we know about him?
I know enough. Enough to say that we can trust him.
All Mirren natives are good, honest folk.
Yes, Tatsu, yes. Anyway, Elma, you do seem quite sure of yourself. All right, I'll share the responsibility. He can stay. If that's acceptable, Mr. Director General?
If you're both certain, so be it.
Many thanks, good sirs. Truly, we are walking on the 9th cloud of 7th heaven. Please call us El. The rest is far too formal. And honestly, we prefer El anyway.
More importantly, Colonel, what happened with the Lifehold unit?
I see. So it wasn't the core after all.
No. We confirmed it was one of the archive units. Unit number 07.
07? That would be the LC repository, wouldn't it?
One of 3, but yes. The entirety of the Library of Congress archives. As I recall, The data was stored on units 07 through 09.
Well, thank God it wasn't the core. This situation could have been a lot worse.
I wonder.
Hmm?
The LC archives contained nearly every published work in mankind's history. It's not like it's just a bunch of random books and manuscripts, you know. It's a history of human thought, a record of opinions and emotions.
I mean, yeah, sure, but...
So if you stop and consider what it means to lose even a third of that data, it's a cultural and historical loss of catastrophic proportions.
We do have parity data for the archives here. We know which unit was lost, so hopefully we can find some way to restore it.
Let's hope so.
Moving on. These Ganglion. You're certain they were involved in the destruction of Earth?
Here, see for yourself. The left shot is from a battle over Beijing. The right, from our encounter.
Son of a... Is it possible this is their native planet?
Tatsu told us they aren't from here, and El confirmed it. They're recent arrivals. Very recent.
So, either it's one hell of a coincidence, or they followed us.
Considering they appear to be systematically targeting the Lifehold, I'd say that leaves no question they followed us here.
Could they possibly know the purpose of the Lifehold?
Maybe the whole reason we haven't found the core yet is because those scumbags already trashed it.
If so, none of us would be here talking in the first place, would we?
You got a point there.
This information doesn't leave this room, but we've had several recent Pathfinder reports of Xeno sightings and contact. They may or may not be Ganglion, but regardless, I propose we double down on our defenses going forward.
That'll be all, Elma. Please continue hunting for any signs of the Lifehold.
Yes, sir.
Remember, the clock is always ticking. We have to find that unit before it's too late.
Okay, default audio balance is definitely a little bit heavy on the cutscene, or on the music. So I am going to fix that real quick. After the many tutorials are done. Also, yay! Had a small capture hiccup and now audio is desynced by like, oh god, a good fraction of a second. Here, let me refresh it real quick. The game's gonna go blank for a moment.
All right.
Okay, that should be better. Nope, it's worse. Well, crap. I don't like having a 1 second desync in my audio. It's not pleasant. Interesting. Let's try that. Ah, that's what the issue is. That's why it's not refreshing. There we go. I had to turn off OBS Studio mode. Okay, now we should be good. Let's put L in the party. Adjust. Oh, I'm good. Adjust the audio balance real quick. Okay, that should be good, hopefully. I saw a segment in Blade Barracks got updated. A day in the life is unlocked. One of the cats is currently trying to sleep in a plastic bag. I'm sure this is fine.
Do you ask them if they've ever felt like a plastic bag?
Hello, Doom. I annoyed him. I'm sure he's happy about that. Okay, so we've got level 16, a day in the life. What else do we have? Level 13 or 14 Foggy Dilemma. Probably gonna do that one next. Yeah, probably let's go unlock Fog next. Oh, right, we need to get the backup request basic mission. Because for some reason, several of the characters require you to grab their basic mission first.
Hey.
Okay. Might as well grab Alexa's while we're at it as well. There's Fogs. And we have Hopes. Good. Now, are there any missions I've technically already completed? There we go. There's one. Might as well grab any Tyrant missions as well. Okay, we should be good. Okay, why am I suddenly dropping so many frames? That is up to a quarter second of delay again. Annoying. I'll fix it in a little bit. It's fine for now. Maybe. Nope, now it's half a second. What the hell is wrong with you, OBS? Alright, I'm gonna have to change things again. Alright, game is no longer in my headphones. Which should hopefully mean no more audio desync, but also means I can't hear the game as well. Oh well. Alright, Foggy Dilemma. Let's give him a moment to think.
Oh, hello there. You must have seen that posting on Mission Control, right? My apologies. It's nice to meet you. I'm Fog Kristoff. I'm a little surprised, actually. I didn't think anyone would accept my request. This is the best thing that's happened to me all month.
Had to go let the cat out while Fog spoke. Let's give Fog a moment to think.
Okay. Thanks for letting me take this at my own pace. You're very patient. I've finally got my thoughts together. Let me explain the mission. Basically, some of the data probes installed by the Pathfinders have been acting up. Trouble is, they've got their hands full with installation. So now it falls to the Prospectors. And me, specifically. We rely on data from those probes when gathering ore and other resources. And now, we're being asked to investigate the cause of the malfunction. Frankly, I think it's ridiculous that we should be given such a dangerous job. Besides, field investigation and combat aren't exactly my forte. Already? Wow, that was fast. I wish I could be that decisive. But you're right. We should go have a look. Oh, I suppose I should mention the location.
I hope my coughing isn't coming through.
Barely.
So might as well start with the closest one.
I'm definitely noticing that it's happening, but it's so quiet that I don't think it's a disturbance in any way.
All right.
Also, double checking, game audio is coming through still, right? After I made those adjustments. It should be.
Yes.
Awesome.
Right. If we can resolve the issue, the Prospectors can get back to work. Let's do it for New LA.
Okay, who is Fog replacing? Goodbye, Yelv. Alright, on to Oblivia. I like Fog. Fog is actually one of my favorite. Honestly, if I were to do a tier list of characters in this game, like over half of the playable characters would be an A or S tier. I love the cast of this game so much. But Fog is definitely one that's up there for me. Interesting thing I learned recently is Fog's voice actor transitioned a few years ago.
Strange. This isn't what I expected to see. Data probes are normally buried underground. Why is this one sitting here? Well, that explains the problem, but not the cause. Let's try another site.
Not just sitting on the ground, it's sparking.
This probe's been pulled out of the ground as well. It's like something is going around and intentionally digging them up, or something. Let's head for the next site.
Alright, and a third one has been dug up. This is a tragedy. Whatever's digging them up is very, very annoying. Jeez, I can't believe they would just dig up 3 whole Frontier Nav probes like this. All 3 of them are probes that I planted, apparently. Given their proximity to the probes I planted. Hey, wait a minute. I think we've been here before. And I don't just mean to plant the probe. Okay, very careful not to disturb the Siniculate. There we go.
This one's pulled out of the ground just like the others.
So, Fog, I do like how each character gains affinity based on, like, specifically based on their personalities and how those personalities mesh with the choices you make. Like, obviously that's how it would be, but I still like the attention to detail. Fogg specifically likes when you are patient with him, but also are helpful when he makes mistakes. Dang it. I thought that one would actually give an affinity boost.
This is where we started.
I do know he likes when people assist when he makes mistakes, though. In general.
He was always yelling at me to focus. He used to say the only mistakes I made were stupid ones. Guess I haven't made much progress on that front. You're very kind. I'll add this to the list of mistakes I mull over in my head before going to sleep. Okay. Well, there's nothing else for us here. Let's head to our actual destination.
Okay, now on to the actual third probe. One I didn't plant. Oh, and there's an ad about to start. Lovely. Right as we're about to get to another cutscene. Let's snooze it. That'll give us a little bit of time to get through this.
That explains it. The Ganglion have been digging them up. And here I thought a 100-meter worm was forcing them up as it burrowed. I'm almost disappointed. Right. Sorry, what were we talking about? Oh, right, the Ganglion. So what should we do about them? Well, if I'm being honest, I'd like to turn around and go home. Yeah, I suppose that's not really a solution, huh? If we let them go, the damage will spread, and who knows when we'll find them again. Let's do it. Together, we should almost definitely be okay.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
Be careful. Let's weaken them first.
Slash! Arctic Pole, go! First death on him! Lay down some cover front!
Spider dead. No threat to the mission.
Did it! Cripple them and pile on the hits! We have to turn this around! Up me up!
Okay, I'm
Arctic Pole! Slash!
Can I go home now?
Fight like
You can't get a break here. Ride it! Scott!
How many are there? 3, 4, and then also the mech? It's not going too... I say that as Fogg dies. Crap. Sorry, Fogg.
Okay, I'm hooked.
Alright, we're gonna need to build up some TP so we can get Fogg back up. Also, get rid of this damn Marnock. Oh, crap. Now we're down. Lao, help! Lao, help! Lao! Oh, God.
Balance breaker!
Lao, you're so close. You're so close to getting me up. And we're done. Okay, well, that sucks. That hurt.
It's not over until the fat baby sings.
Okay, it's 3 Marnocks and then the mech. Fair enough. Before we hop in again, let's double check skills and arts. Yeah, getting these upgraded might make a rather big difference, I think. Though none of you have access to any skills yet. Dang it. Alright, well, upgrading arts is gonna make a difference at the very least.
I won't enjoy it, but I will fight.
I'll strike first. Attack 3.
This part I like. Scott, hot! Got leave it to us.
Upper hand. Shadow strike.
Breaker.
Boing.
Shoot to kill.
Shadow strike. Enemy down.
We'll put a sock on them.
Lightning slinger.
Slap! Oh, I did it! Trip them and pile onto the
Balance breaker.
Now's your chance!
No holds barred.
Okay, one Marnik left. It's definitely going better than last time.
Upper hand. Shadow gunner.
Cover fire?
There we go. Okay, now for the Kimono.
Forte, but if you insist.
Shadow strike.
Don't you turn around to face me.
Comes the topple. Close in and smash him.
Nice, topple. Good work.
Bad at fighting, but here goes. Sliding slinger!
Lightning slinger.
Balance breaker. Arcing horn.
Slinger.
Lay down some cover fire.
Shadow strike.
Hold down.
Still.
Down for it. Get it? Now we can then. Now I'm getting somewhere.
Oh, fantastic. L, your topples are saving the day.
Smash him. No holds barred.
My forte, but if you insist.
Triple the enemy! Now's your chance!
Lightning slinger. Shadow
Balance breaker. Right in the kisser. Now cripple them.
There we go, and clear. Oh god, the ad's starting. I'm snoozing it again.
I'm okay, just tired mostly. It's been ages since I fought like that. Still, I'm glad it's over. And you made it possible, so thanks. It was reassuring having you along, you know? Almost like being by my brother's side again. Maybe even better in a way. It's actually kind of odd to feel this comfortable with a stranger. That's very kind of you. It's been ages since anyone counted on me for anything. Pretty sure the last time was when I was 21 and Fry had me buy his scotch. I'm always on my own, so I can join you most any time. Until our next mission, then.
Alright, and that is Fog's mission done. Awesome. Oh, let's get that probe real quick. And then we'll go get Fog's character hangout spot to fill out that part of the segment map. And then we'll take a quick break, I think. One, to let that ad run, and two, because I've been informed that I have dinner ready. Alright, back to New LA. I do love Fog, though. Great ADHD character. Very, very fun.
I'd be honored.
Very relatable. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and let the ad run. I'll be back in a couple of minutes once I have grabbed and consumed my dinner. All right. I am back. We got hot wings for dinner.
What to do?
I'll finish
What
eating
flavor?
them later. Hot.
Are they like buffalo or?
Honestly, not sure.
Ah.
All I know is they are hot wings, which are hot. Alright, so what is next? Probably a proper chopper next? Yeah, let's go do a proper chopper. Hello, Roscoe.
Thanks.
Ah, finally. Keen eyes, agile body, the very picture of a well-honed blade. Seems luck is with me. The circumstances were less than favorable, and yet they've brought me a singular talent. What's going on? Didn't you come here because of my mission control posting? Well, no matter. I'm certainly not passing up an opportunity like this. I would ask for a moment of your time. My name is Roscoe, and I'm a curator. I typically fill orders from the Granada Galactic Group for Moranium and the like. A few days ago, we lost the signal of a freight helicopter near the Sunlit Spring in Noctilum. Unfortunately, we've also lost contact with both members of the crew. We need to mount a rescue effort as soon as possible. So how did this happen? The cause? Impossible to say, I'm afraid. Mira is a font of inexplicable occurrences. One thing I can say with certainty, though, is that Howard and Siska despise one another. Perhaps their fighting escalated to heavy artillery. Ha! It's funny because it's quite possible, you see. Yes, well, you seem unamused. Moving along. I ask that you travel to Noctilum and extract Howard and Siska as soon as possible. Alright. Thank you, I await word of your success. I hope you can see them both safely back home to New LA. Nope. They definitely shot each other out of the sky. This is what happened. Before we set out, I do want to go make sure we've dumped any Moranium we have into the new arms manufacturer we unlocked from beating Chapter 4. Get them a little bit caught up.
Ah, yeah. There's where you get your anti-electric stuff.
Meredith?
Oh, no. Sorry. I'm thinking of the next one.
E. Alright, got there.
I'm trying to look for trading cards.
Ah, Mirror Life.
Sure would be great if there was some indication of who you're supposed to talk to, instead of just trying to find every single NPC.
Oh, but where's the fun in that? It's a trading card game. I think I did document it all in my guide back on GameFAQs.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, this is the sort of thing that GameFAQs guides are made for.
Okay. On to the Sunlit Spring. This quest is very funny because the bad ending gives you a better reward. I think it gives you double the reward if you get the bad ending. Which is why? Why would
I guess to give you a reason to want to do the bad ending.
Stay back, you stinking monsters. I'm not about to end up being dinner for some damn Sultat. Seriously, Howard? If you have time for this level of wailing, why don't you kill a few of the damn things and make yourself useful for once? It's suicide to take them all on alone. Though I'd bet you'd like that for me, wouldn't you? And when did I become the useless one anyway? You're the genius who wrecked the helicopter. And whose constant nagging caused the very fight that made me crash land here, huh? Oh, of all the immature, irresponsible. We're about 50 meters from death right now, but if it means I don't have to listen to you whine for another second, then I welcome it. Oh no, you don't get to give up that easily. Besides, if we keep shouting, we may just scare the Sultan off. Or better yet, a friendly might hear and come help us. Today's your lucky day because a friendly herd is here and is here to help you.
Here goes.
Alright, let's kill us some Sultats.
But here goes.
Alright, you next, I suppose.
My forte. Right to the kisser. Now cripple them.
Okay, 3 left. God, they really are surrounded. Y'all got yourselves into quite the pickle.
Can I go home now? Arcing horn. First step.
Uh-oh, Fog, why are you almost dead? Oh, and down goes Fog. Well, that sucks.
Get up. Not nap time yet. Not my forte, but if you insist.
Looks like Lau got Fog back up. Thank you for that, Lau. And this should be the last one, I want to say.
Turn this around. Buff me up.
Alright, got him. Alright, Howard, what's the situation?
Nice.
Between the crash and the welcome party, I figured my number was up. But then you arrived. Nice to know we haven't been forsaken entirely. Yeah, Roscoe sent me. Seriously? Wow, next thing you know, it'll be snowing in hell. Sorry, Roscoe's just infamously stingy. I never thought he'd shell out for help. But hey, I'm glad to be wrong, and even more glad he sent someone like you. That said, I'm afraid we're not out of the fire just yet. We need to repair the helicopter. Siska's shoddy piloting and maintenance work caused the crash, and I suppose pointing fingers isn't going to help anyone now. Anyway, I hate to lean on you for everything, but could you possibly procure 2 new anhydrous radiators and a spherical EM motor? I need to stay here to guard the helicopter, and Siska's performing maintenance inside. We're basically pinned down. Alright, I can take care of it. I appreciate it. This was the part of this quest that absolutely destroyed me in my first playthrough. Because, unfortunately, those, the spherical EM motor is in a very, very, very out-of-the-way place, and it's a collectible, so it's RNG whether you'll even find it. Thankfully, Definitive Edition marks individual collectibles, so it is far easier to track down what you need. So spherical EM motors are suddenly far less miserable. That said, we still do need to go on quite the hike to get to it. Oh, hello there, giant friend. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna drop down in front of you, take this scale wreckage, and move on. You are actually passive. Nice.
Nothing but air!
Elle got sent flying. Very fun. Okay, can I plant it without them seeing? Crap.
I was hoping to run into.
They saw me.
We're on a stroll.
Unfortunately, but if you instead do more.
Okay,
Welcome back. Did you see the pearly gates?
Slinger! Dream Edge! Frozen!
Here goes. Arcing Horn!
Shadow Strike!
Hey, Commando maxed out. Nice.
Balance Breaker!
Flash!
Keep shooting!
Lightning Slinger!
I'll have to switch to the next class as soon as this fight is done.
Lightning Slinger!
Slinger!
Unleash my
Horn!
inner
Here goes. Scott! Get it! Triple him and pile on the head!
Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to do.
Shadow Strike!
Arcing Horn!
Sorry.
My forte, but if you insist. Lay down some cover fire!
Dream Edge!
There we go. Oh, God, there's one more? I thought that was it.
We'll scratch yours.
Lightning Slinger!
Spiral Horn!
I'm brimming power!
Arcing got him! Lay down some cover fire! Balance Breaker! Fighting Storms!
Lightning Slinger!
There we go. Now they're all dead. Okay, next. Oops. Next class, we are of course going to Winged Viper. Because I gotta get to Full Metal Jaguar. Okay, how do I want to organize this? Honestly, this isn't the worst way to organize it by default. Okay, so melees, aura, debuff, ranged buff. Roughly by type, so that'll be useful for when I get to overdrive. And you reset my skills, of course you did. Okay, moving on. Let's go get an EM motor. Okay, the Skirpos are passive, that's good. That one isn't. And that one is. Let's see. I do want to get that Frontier Nav site. I remember that one has some simius that you gotta stealth around to get to it. Oh crap. Goodbye, level 51. Not dealing with you today. Oh crap.
Not what I was hoping to run into.
Nope. Not fighting right now. We're on a mission. Okay, the Frontier Nav site should be right behind this tree. We just gotta get past the simius without waking it up. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. No!
Not what I was hoping to run into.
And yeah, it one-shot me. Okay, I'm gonna want to build up a Shadow Runner then. That should let me get to that spot. Yeah, I feel comfortable fighting this Skirpo.
Don't fall behind.
Except now there's like 5 million of them. Crap. Okay, this was a mistake.
This number.
First down!
Disconnected.
I can't get a break here. I'm breaking point here.
Can't win this alone.
Okay, let's find an easier enemy to get some TP against. It'll be nice once I have blood sacrifice, then I won't need to grind TP from enemies to use Shadow Walker. Ah, crap, that's not gonna work. Those are all level 14. Oh, sorry, they're level 14, but they're flying around the Tyrant. That's the actual issue, the Tyrant. Okay, level 21, that might be more manageable.
Use melee attacks. Don't fall behind.
Here goes.
Okay, we've got enough for Shadow Walker, but let's get some more. For security.
Can I go home now?
Oh, god damn it. Why do they keep coming in groups like this?
Use an aura. Hold on.
Okay, yep, that ain't working. Back away, back away. I got the TP I need, that's what matters. Okay, through here. Oh, crap!
I was hoping to run into.
Move! Level 51's gonna come from there, so we're gonna want to duck over to the tree. Now, I know it is possible to get behind that Simius without waking it up, because I did it a couple weeks ago. But let's play it safe. Shadow Runner.
Use melee attacks. Don't fall behind.
Now they can't see us. They can't hear us. And we got our Frontier Nav spot. Now we're almost free to just head directly to our destination. Which is still quite the trek away. Actually, I want to try an alternate route. Because normally I climb up to the Nopon Braid Bridge for this, but I realized, or I learned recently, that there might be a ramp that leads just up the cliff over here. I want to go see if that's true. I might as well grab the Skybound Coil Tree landmark first. Just so I have it, just in case. Thank you, Follow Ball. Oh, there it is, duh. Okay, got it. Now we can just take the easy path, or the known path, rather, if the alternate path fails.
By the way,
hello, Shinwa.
Not what I was hoping to run into. I'm breaking.
Yeah.
To avenge me. Hit him where it counts.
I didn't even see it. Not until it saw me first. Okay, try that again with a bit more caution this time. Okay, we should be safe over here, I think. There's a frontier nav spot up that hill, so we'll grab that on the way. Here we go. Got ourselves a checkpoint. Ooh, and got an energy clip for it. Okay, I think the path is that route right there. If I'm correct, I should be able to climb up that giant route to get up there. Ah, crap. God damn it. Keep moving, and yep, it got me.
Hold out just a little longer.
This is mean.
Dang Ziphius! Not quite that way. I want to avoid the enemies. I just want to get over to the base of that route. Okay, question on pronunciation. Is it Xenoblade?
I'm not sure, but that sounds right.
Okay. Made it to the roots. Volleyball still insisting on Skybound Coil Tree. Huh. Maybe this isn't the path I was hoping for? It sure looks like it's the path that'll work. The fact that Volleyball is insisting on taking Skybound Coil Tree tells me that they haven't fully hooked up this route to the pathfinding. Yeah, there we go. So many Insidia. Awesome. We can grab the Frontier Nav spot, so we've got backup in case we die to the Insidia. And now let's go get our spherical EM motor. They really do make you go on quite the trek for this one. right there. Ah, crap. Grab it and run. Okay, we're good. We're out of here. Kill me if you dare, Skirpo. I already have what I need. Alright, I'm going to take a quick minute to let that ad run since it's trying to start in just a minute. And I'm going to take this moment to eat a little bit more of my dinner as well. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Okay. I have been shown an incredible chart, which is price per pound of vehicles versus cheeses. And it seems like the majority of cheeses are more expensive than the majority of cars per pound.
Well, yeah, well, which would you rather have, a car or cheese?
Cheese. For example, cheddar and mozzarella are at the bottom of the chart, costing about half as much per pound as the Nissan Versa. But Swiss cheese costs almost double per pound a Nissan Versa, and slightly less than a Ford Maverick. Queso Fresco is above a Jeep Wrangler and just below a Mitsubishi Mirage. Ricotta cheese is just above a Nissan Leaf. Feta cheese is quite a bit more expensive than a Honda Accord. Provolone is right around the middle of the chart, just above goat cheese and just below a BMW 330i. But of course, the four most expensive things on the list are a Ferrari. Sorry, five most expensive are a Ferrari, Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce again, and a Porsche. Now, if only Porsche made cheese. Alright. Let's go make the delivery of the spherical EM motor. And also those other repair materials.
It seems the sleeping dog.
No, Lambert, I'm not fighting you again. I killed you once, I can do it again. I just choose not to.
Well, I found a bunch of, well, I'm still doing the trading card quest. I found a bunch of people I need to trade with later, including the end of the line. But I'm still stuck pretty early on.
Well, at least you know several later steps in the chain, so you can get through them easier. Hello, Shauna Kitty Cat. Yes, that is indeed me. I wrote that guide 10 years ago. A lot of the information is outdated because the 5th edition changed a surprising amount, but I'm glad that it helped a lot.
Did you actually...
You the gal Howard mentioned? He said someone was bringing parts so we could get the heli up and running again. Indeed, I have the parts right here. Okay, yeah, these are perfect. Should be all we need to patch the main door. But to be honest, I don't really know how to go about doing that. Like, do I connect this part to the red wire, or is it the blue one? Frankly, I could care less as long as it flies, but Howard would have a conniption fit if I said that in front of him. We actually just had another fight before you showed up. Jerk ended up chasing me out of the heli. Anyway, maybe you should take charge of these repairs. If I touch it and the thing crashes again, I'll never hear the end of it, but he wouldn't dare say anything to you. Well, he might not be saying much to anyone if we crash, right? Ha! Little gallows humor there. It is so tempting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the bad ending. If I remember correctly, bad ending is red wire.
The blue wire is the one you want to cut if you want the good ending.
I'm about to cause horrible occurrences. Looks like you've wrapped up the repairs. Slap a few random parts in and we're back in the air. Who knew it'd be that easy? Even the tail rotor's behaving. Thanks for the help. You're a helicopter repair expert and a damn sight tougher than Howard. Roscoe really outdid himself with you. I'll make sure he pays you back once we're back in New LA. Let's all meet up where you first met him, okay? Now we just have to get back to the city without another huge fight. I have 100% of this game, what, 3 times, I think? Once for my...
That's what you said.
Yeah, once for my first playthrough, and then twice for the guide. Which, oh god. And now I'm gonna do it, like, 2 or 3 more times. Outside of MMOs, this is the game I have put the most time into. Wow, she is weirdly silent. Damn it, Howard. I wonder where Howard could be. Ah, it's you. Thank you for your work. Cisco made it home safely. Where's Howard? Howard is dead. Cisco piloted the helicopter safely back as far as New LA's West Gate. But the vehicle then ceased to respond and ultimately crashed. The result of a hasty patch job, perhaps. Regardless, Cisco managed to escape with her life, but Howard was less fortunate. We lost a good man, not to mention a helicopter and all its cargo. Poor Siska is still in shock. I doubt she'll work on this team again. As for what's to come, I simply don't know. Pardon me, you still need to be paid. Yeah, so Siska, you know how you said it doesn't matter as long as it works, just throw the parts in and it's fine? About that. I've increased the amount from the sum we agreed upon. If your schedule permits, I would ask that you speak to Siska. I fear I lack the words to rouse her from her malaise. But you, perhaps, may stand a better chance. I choose to believe he gave us the extra payment out of Howard's life insurance. Now, where did she run off to?
Hey, listen.
I gave you the extra money because you've prevented Skyrim from being made.
I've killed Vile Howard. I'm not sure where she ended up, actually. Oh, this asshole. Hi, Tobias. Alright, well, I'm not too worried about finding her. Alright, I think the last thing we'll do for today is the ties that bind.
Tatsu come at perfect time.
Friend of yours?
Definitely not friend.
They're definitely brothers.
Tatsu far more handsome than
Nobody liked that.
I totally can't tell these Nopon apart.
Tora is eternal nemesis of Tatsu.
Ah, so yeah, rivals.
Tatsu meet Tora here in New LA.
Tora's in this game. Where's Poppy?
First second. In that moment, Tatsu knew he would one day battle Tora for supreme Nopon supremacy.
So
Fun fact, there is a Tatsu in Xenoblade 1. He just got his name changed for the English localization. In English, he's known as Tatata.
Special bit of news to share.
Why would
I think.
share hush-hush secret with
I could be misremembering this, admittedly.
To make Tatsu owe Tora a favor, of course. So, Nopon Caravan recently moved into Noctilum.
And Tatsu not care about stupid Caravan.
Oh no.
Yes, Satatsu's Japanese name is Tatsu.
Caravan is Dodonga Caravan?
What?
Unfortunately, I don't think there's a Riku in Xenoblade 2.
Why would there be? Riku is just common variety Nopon.
Oh, will you stop pacing around already?
Yes, ma'am.
So what's the big deal about this Dodonga caravan?
Nopon are nomadic people, travel in caravans. Caravans are named after Nopon leader at time caravan is formed.
So this is a caravan established by a Nopon named Dodonga?
Yes, Dodonga is great hero Pon who made even greater caravan.
But what's any of that got to do with you, Tatsu?
Everything to do with Tatsu. Tatsu was born in Dodonga caravan. Mama Pon still lived there.
Your mother's there? Why haven't you gone to see her before this?
Caravan moves every few days. And Tatsu lose track of Dodonga caravan after being captured. Tatsu could not go back for visit even if Tatsu wanted to.
But now that you know where it is, are you going to go back?
Now Tatsu is pillar of Blade community. If Tatsu leave, entire city could come crashing down.
Or maybe no one would notice.
Yeah, mean Lindley is mean!
All right, you two. Let's go pay this caravan a visit together. It can be a goodwill tour of sorts.
Hey, yeah! I want to see where Tatsu comes from. I'm curious to see what an Opon caravan is like. Do you live in trees like big fat squirrels?
Okay then, Tatsu is ready. Ready to confront demons of past. Ready to face uncertain future. Ready to visit Mama-Pan.
What a little drama queen.
To be fair, Lynn, it has been months since he's seen his family. Surely you would also be nervous. Wait, hang on. That might actually be insensitive.
Hey, speaking of Mui Mui, I have found a Mui Mui in New LA.
Yeah, Mui Mui and Moi Moi are siblings, and they have a very fun quest chain.
Unfortunately, they don't have any trading cards.
Damn. But yeah, Xenoblade 1, I used to do a 100% playthrough of it every single year from when it first came out in North America. I stopped. I broke the streak when I had a brief, like, 1 month stint of homelessness, and I just have never gotten back to it, unfortunately. The streak is over, therefore it must not continue.
This bring back memories. Tatsu finally back into Donga Caravan.
They threw off your groove.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Tatsu?
Tatsu? No. Tatsu was eaten alive by Prone.
Dadapon! It's Dadapon!
Dadapon! Cook dinner!
Okay, which one's Kino and which one's Nene?
Hey, wait 1 minute.
You left all these children behind?
Are you telling me you're actually just some middle-aged deadbeat?
Well, clearly one of the pink ones is Nene.
Still sweet Nopon boy of 13.
Hush, little Pon. That is not your Dadapon.
Technically, Riki hadn't adopted Kino during the first visit to Frontier Village. Riki doesn't adopt Kino until, I think, after the main story's over.
Well, I suppose you'd better introduce us.
Coco never dreamed for a minute that Tatsu's still alive.
Tatsu also gave up hope when he was dragged off by Nasty Prone. But then, new friends saved Tatsu.
Oh, where are Coco's manners? Coco is very pleased to meet Tatsu's hero pond friends.
The pleasure is ours, Coco. I'm Elma, a friend of your son's.
And I'm Lynn. Nice to meet ya.
Why? I hate the eat Napon jokes in this game.
Oh, friend of Tatsu is so charming and obviously smart.
Tatsu is just glad to see Mama Pond safe.
Caravan scattered to 4 winds after attack.
That must have been terrible.
Tatsu thought home was gone forever.
I'm glad you made it back, Tatsu.
Thank you, Lindley. Oh,
To be fair, I feel like
13 years old.
it's the sort of joke that a 13-year-old would latch onto.
That's fair. I can accept Lynn making the joke at least a few times. But all the adults making the joke too, it's really irritating. It is my one actual problem with this game's writing. The rest of it's like okay at the worst to pretty damn good at its peaks. But like the eat Napon jokes, could do without.
Where's your father now?
Tatsu, not one to talk about it.
Oh, sorry. Coco's sorry too, Tatsu. Coco was sure Tatsu was gobbled up. So Coco hurled glasses into sea. is old Nopon tradition. Loved one entrusts item to sea, so it can float to absent Nopon.
But those glasses special. Glasses are only thing Tatsu have to remember Datapon.
God, you can be so mean to him.
That's right. If she threw them in the ocean, they probably washed up somewhere.
To be fair, Tatsu's kind of a little shit, so he has it coming to a degree.
Miss Coco?
I do believe that he's a little shit,
If I can track the current.
at least in part because he's convinced himself.
And they should be right about here.
He's convinced himself that he needs to be useful for the humans to not, like, toss him in the oven or something. Which, to be fair, the humans have not given themselves the greatest first impression. So I think he plays up the, oh, I'm so important, purely as, like, a self-defense mechanism.
And to be fair, he is also 13, so...
Yeah. He's allowed to be a little bit of a shit. I just wish the eat Nopon joke didn't drag on for so goddamn long.
Everyone's just enabling Lynn.
No luck.
Same here.
I feel like there's probably just one step in this chain of deals I'm missing.
Nasty beastie have Datapon glasses and dirty mouth!
Are you sure?
Yes, Tatsu's super sure.
It's headed for the base of the falls.
Let's move.
So what card are you trying to get?
So currently I'm at the Silver Simius. And I know the last 3 trades that need to be made.
Okay, so you have the Silver Simius?
Yes.
I'm gonna take a look and see if I can figure out how to get to it.
But I know I just need... I need some card that a Manon wants.
So you have the Silver Simius. You want to know the next step?
Yes.
Looks like you want to talk to Tika. And I think Tika hangs out with Alexa, so... Yeah.
So in the Skell hangar.
Yeah. The Monon voices... It was a choice. It was definitely a choice to give them chipmunk voices. But we are not quite there yet on this stream. We're only post-chapter 4. Oddly, I honestly didn't mind them back on the Wii U, but they're so grating now. It's been 10 years, so maybe my tolerance is just far less.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's a glitch. This enemy does not spawn during specific times of day. I think it's from... 5 a.m. to 9 a.m.? Now it's there. What times does it despawn? I found this glitch on accident. Yeah, 7 a.m. it vanishes. Does it reappear at noon? Yeah, so it's just during the morning hours that it doesn't appear, which is definitely a glitch.
Yay! Tatsu got them back!
I'm really happy for you.
Coco will be thrilled to hear it. Let's go share the news.
Right!
Alright, time to go deliver those glasses. Yeah, no, if they had actual, like, chipmunk named Manon, the voices would be more tolerable because at least that it's in service of the joke, the reference. Still not ideal, but like, you could at least go, oh, haha, they're doing that on purpose. That said, their voices are completely made up for by how good the ship theme is. That ship theme should not be that good, but I am not complaining.
Unbelievable! Tatsu really find glasses!
Is Mama Pan proud of Tatsu?
Mama Pan is proud that Tatsu have wonderful friends to help.
There's no fooling her.
Go on, Tatsu. Try on glasses.
Right. Well, glasses give Tatsu refined and mature look, right?
Ah, Coco reminded of Hubby Pan when he was young. Tatsu looks just like Nopan that Coco first fall in love with.
Those are your memento of your father?
Memento? Not even funny, Linley. Linley make it sound like Tatsu Datapan already kicked bucket.
Wait, he's alive? Sorry, I thought...
So where is your father then?
Hubby Pan chosen as Hero Pan of legend for this year.
Right! Ancient Nopan tradition.
Apparently they changed it.
Go off to fight wicked.
Uh-oh.
This year was turn of Datapan.
I'm not sure it's a good idea to pick
I just found who to give it to.
Oh, it's quite the honor.
Honor is less important than paycheck. Hubby Pan better slay few dozen gods if he plans to feed many children. He have until end of year to rack up bonus and cover expenses.
Oh, come on.
They make so many Xenoblade 1 references here, and people expect me to believe that it's not in the same canon?
Are you sure you don't want to stay with your family?
Also, given this game is just a massive, like, basically a fan game for all mecha anime, the glasses are definitely a reference to Gurren Lagann, right?
Probably. I mean, there's also Lara Nara, who's a pretty clear reference to Liron.
What did Linley say?
Agreed, yeah.
Nothing.
Blade is true home of Tatsu now. Besides, now Tatsu can come back and visit Caravan anytime.
This is true.
Just remember, Tatsu is next in line to be Caravan leader. Work hard with nice friends and become Nopan worthy of title.
He's going to lead you?
Did Coco forget to mention? Present leader of Dodonga Caravan is Coco.
What?
So one day, Tatsu will follow in footsteps of Mama Pan. Then Tatsu will be most important Nopan in Caravan.
This is legendary Nopan spice. Coco want friends to have it.
Really? Gee, thanks.
Okay, Mama Pan. Tatsu leaving, but we'll visit again soon.
Mama Pan will be waiting.
All right. Let's see. Are there any heart-to-hearts I can do real quick before we stop for the day? That needs a dog. Looks like Fog has one. Yeah, Fog's is the only one I can do.
Getting stronger.
I agree. I wish some of the connections were more solid than referential, but at the same time, there are some pretty detailed references to the point it's like, is that really just a reference? That feels a little much to be a reference. Hello, Fog. Oh, hello. What are you up to? So I'm thinking about something. This looks like water, but it's actually a gel designed to cushion impacts. I've heard that when it hardens, it becomes like those giant crystals that surround the outer walls of New LA. I'm not sure I believe that. There's a rumor that you could inject a coagulating agent into it that would cause it to instantly harden. I was just internally debating whether or not I should test that theory out. You'd probably get in a lot of trouble for that. Yes, that's a fair point. I should probably hold off. After all, I've slipped and fallen from the residential district and landed in this gel more than once. The gel cushioned my fall, preventing any injuries. But if it had been crystallized, I could have broken a leg, or even two. I made up my mind. I'll leave the gel alone. Thankfully, you were here to help me reach the correct decision. You can also tell him to do it, and he'll call you out for trying to commit a crime.
That's what I did.
Alright, that feels like a very good place to stop for the night then. Where are we at? 13.25%. Averaging like a little over 4% a stream, not too bad. Means it'll take a while before we're fully done, but haha, lucky 13. This is a long game, so that's not surprising. Actually, I'm curious, what's the 0-0 points for the coordinates in this game? Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually. The coordinates for Mira are centered on Blade Tower itself. That makes perfect sense. Alright. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This has been fun. We made another good chunk of progress today. I will be back next week, same time, so we can continue making progress. I believe we're going to be working on more missions post Chapter 4, and we will see if we get far enough to start or even do Chapter 5 next week as well. Alright, I will see everyone next week for that. Have a good one.